It's episode 6 of Only Friends Dream On, and the episode is called Building a Relationship. First, I must tell you, if you want to see the recap early access, because I'm doing it on the day, you go on my Patreon. I am always up to date and early for that one. But if you're seeing this on YouTube, this is like 3-4 months past those days. So for you to see it early, Patreon. But if you're, you want to see it on the YouTube, you're not going to see it until way down in like 4 months or 3 months from now. Everything you're seeing on YouTube currently on 2026, going down further in my YouTube journey, it's going to be super late. But if you're seeing this on my Patreon, welcome. Thank you for coming here. No, nothing is going to be edited out. Everything you hear on YouTube is going to hear on Patreon. So, yeah. Anyways, we're on episode 6 on Only Friends Dream On. And trust me, it's getting hectic because a lot of people are shipping Arnold and Dean. Meaning, everybody believes that they're in a relationship, which is cool and all, except Dean has someone he likes and Arnold has someone he's liking but is denying. And the fact that I'm feeling for Tua. Dean is doing too much. This is just the fact that he's gonna prove to Jack that he can actually, bring forth a lot of followers. I get that, but you're pushing it too much, and plus you're promoting the Romeo and Romeo. That's cool and all, but when the Romeo ends, what's gonna happen? This is just too much. And now people are going to believe that they're in a relationship, shipping them. And of course, that's a little bit of a promotion because a lot of people want to see Dean and Arnold. But still, you're hurting the other people. This makes no sense. I don't like this. I really don't like this. Oh my God. Dean has definitely found the remedy to boost up his followers because it literally worked. I'm glad he did, but I hope it doesn't get to his head because... Again, where are the sponsors? Remember, the sponsor said that he doesn't have that much followers. So he must pass, what's his name? Rafi, right? Because he has the followers now. So they can't look at him and say he can't do it anymore, right? So those sponsors better sponsor good. Because at this point, he might pass Rafi and Rafi can't say shit. I feel it for Tua. I really do. You're like, Samantha, what are you talking about now? Well, they're in a rehearsal and they're going through the Romeo and Romeo, and Tua is just watching Dean and Arnold doing their rehearsal, doing the dancing. It's cute and all. But with the whole social media thing, he is getting a little bit jealous. He is getting insecure. He's the fact that he told the guy he has been friends with for 4 years that he likes him, and that guy who he has sex with told him he's not sure about his relationship. And at this point, I'm like, sir, you have a problem. You're too easily get fallen in love with. You gave away the good too early, and expect that, after I gave you this, we're in a relationship. No, that's not how certain people think, and you need to understand that too. I feel like you just need to find out who you are as a person, what you want, and then at that point you will know how to put things or put your walls up, when to put it up and when not to put it up. Because at this time, I don't know what to tell you. I think that you need to stay away from Arnold for a while because he don't deserve you. Because, I don't know, he doesn't even know what he wants. I'm just saying, Tua, find somebody better. I'm not lying to you. Find somebody that is sure of what he wants. Don't forget Jack. Jack is in the same era as Tua. Now, we must understand. Now, at the time when he cast Dean with Arnold, it wasn't any problem at that time. But seeing that Dean is getting serious with the social media, and now everybody is shipping him with Arnold, of course he's getting a little bit jealous. Oh, Dean, I don't know how Jack fell for this person because Dean is like a tease and a trouble in itself. I don't know how the relationship kicked in for him to fall in love with this guy, but it happens. Anyways, So Dean and Arnold are rehearsing, and it comes to the kissing scene. But the director, who is Jack, stops them midway of the kiss, saying that he doesn't feel the energy of getting kissed. Like, if he can't feel it and the audience can't feel it, they won't believe the love. But Dean sees right through Jack and is like, you sure the audience won't? Because it felt more better than the last rehearsal. And that if he's having a problem, is as a director, or is it that Jack is having a problem overall? And if it's the problem, can you at least tell us how to kiss or show us how to kiss? And at this point, we know we are getting the part that was in the pilot that we didn't get in the trailer. So that's cool about the whole entire thing. You know, at this point, is this even a recap? Just like last episode, it's gonna be a lot of bunch of stopping, a lot of bunch of details. Jack said, you know what? Chang Mang! He just in front of everybody, he just kissed him. He didn't say, I'm gonna tell you how to kiss, I'm gonna show you how to kiss. At this point, Jack, you don't need to be a director. You can be that Romeo. The man said, Chang Mang! Listen to me. The way how Jack and Dean were kissing, I swear, is like they just ate their old souls out. At least point, they swapped bodies. The way they were kissing, like nobody's around them. The way out. I'm telling you, look at Arnold's face. I'm Arnold right now. Shocked. No, the audience will definitely believe that Dean and Jack are definitely together. They were sucking the life out of each other. Like, damn. Anyway, so after that kiss and in front of everybody, Jack decides to walk out. Dean follows Jack. Dean went and sit with Jack and asked Jack, what's the problem? Why are you like this? And Jack is like, I'm fine. And Dean is like, if fine, you mean like you are not happy with the fact that I am with Arnold? And Jack is like, I have no problem with whatever you do with Arnold. But it's like, Dean is like, okay, see, if you have a problem with me, you can always tell people that we're together and the whole thing can be like stopped. Now hear me out here. I get what Dean is doing. I really do. But I also understand Jack. Now, in my opinion, I know and Jack knows that if he doesn't set some records straight, Dean is going to continue doing what he's doing. And the fact that Arnold doesn't really care, it's on him. That's what makes the whole thing just escalated. But if he still doesn't tell Dean what he wants, at this point, a lot of people are going to ship Dean with Arnold. And everybody's going to believe that Dean and Arnold together. And I don't know how it's going to work, but it's not looking good. But at the same time, Jack, you standing your ground don't make no difference of what Dean is going to do. He's going to continue doing what he wants to do. And you know that. But at the same time, we're talking about Tua. We're talking about Rafi. We're talking about a lot of people that saw that kiss. I mean, Tua don't have no problem with it. But Tua having the problem with the fact that Dean is too close with Arnold. Dude, at this point, I don't even know what Arnold even wants in life, in relationship-wise. But you better figure it out by the end of this freaking episode. No one keeps up with Jack like I do. Yeah, wrong sentence, Dean. It's the wrong sentence. Jack is trying to keep up with you. Jack is trying to maintain sanity because of you. He's trying to do a lot of things because you is a challenge in itself, Dean. A challenge. I don't know what you think, but it's the other way around. Jack is trying to keep up. Jack is more like the introverted type of silent. He likes to have things on his own. He likes to do things and nobody doesn't know. You, on the other hand, is an extrovert. You like to do things and let people know that this is what you're doing. Jack is trying to keep up with you. I don't even know how those two opposite kick. But they kick and they end up having sex and they end up having relationship and they end up breakup. Still don't know what that breakup. Well, we know what the breakup was. But still, like, I don't know, Dean. Tone it down a little bit, please. First off, before I talk, you're probably wondering how is it that my method of recap is changing. So here's the thing. I used to, since I started when 2022 when I did Big Dragon, if you realize I did like a voiceover. Well, all of my stuff is voiceover. What I normally do is like stop, do a reaction voice and tell you everything. But then I realized I know people watch it, but at the same time, I feel like people don't understand what I do. So what I do is watch the entire drama or watch the entire episode. Then I go back and recap. But this was getting too exciting and too good. So I'm going back to how I normally do it. Pause, stop, pause, stop. So anyways, so I don't know what's happening right now until after. But what I can tell is I feel like Homeboy is calling Rome, and Rome's not picking up. You know what this reminds me of? We Are, when in We Are, Boom's character was trying to call Uo's character, but he was in class and he couldn't answer. But yeah, that's what I feel like what's happening right now. Oh my God. So Rafi called Rome, asking where he is, and Rome is in his feelings, like, none of your concern, I'm busy, and hang up, right? So he's like, okay, cool. But the thing that Rome kind of failed to do is that when you're telling someone that you're busy and trying to ignore that person, don't you realize, or like, I can't even get my words out. Like, dude, if you're ignoring someone, at least block them on all social media or something. This boy found your social media, found your story, and found the location that you pinned where you're working, sir. If you're trying to do that, at least let the person not know where you are. Like, you failed in life with that part. And now he knows where you are. So now he's going to go where you are. Sir, at this point, I don't know what to say to you. You're literally trying to, like, this boy is a professional stalker in his little inquisitive way. I got no words for you, sir. I got no words for you. Listen to me. Every little sentence that I spot in this drama, I'm taking seriously. I'm looking into it because, remember, I always tell you, you have to find out the key words. Everywhere you need to look at shirts, you need to look at backgrounds, because there are always messages everywhere. Anyways, messages. I'm starting to say words good because I'm doing my braces, because messages. Anyways. We saw friend zone, and the only person we can tell that's in the friend zone is Arnold and Tua. That's all I can say. Those are the only friend zone that I have. So Arnold and Tua are out here making clay. And to be honest, this is something I already know and see Joss and Gawain doing, because it's something that I know they would do, because they fit the whole thing. It just feel like they're just being themselves, being friendly and doing all the activity right now. It just feels that way. So they were enjoying themselves until Arnold got a call. And luckily it's not Boston. And to be honest, I'm glad Boston doesn't actually take over most of, or at least all the show like season 1. Because if he did, then it would be no point for Dean and Rafi being savage, because it would basically, Boston will take over the whole savage mode, and people wouldn't even look at Rafi and Rome how they should look at it. So I'm glad that we don't see much of Boston, and we are seeing a little bit more savage from Dean and from Rafi, because that's basically who we are supposed to see in the drama. If Boston covers everything, there won't be any plate left for the other savage. But anyways, so the person that called is actually Dean. Remember, Dean and Arnold are doing content for growing followers and making people believe that they have chemistry. But you have to understand, I don't think Arnold even understands how the whole thing is affecting his friend, who you literally had sex with the other day. You're not really grasping the whole situation. You might think that Tua is okay with it, but he's not okay. And the fact that you're good at reading Tua's emotion, I'm shocked that you didn't even realize how Tua feels right now. Are you freaking kidding me right now? This is where they want to put it. This is where the director, the writer, and the producer decided they want to put this. In case you don't know what I'm talking about, if you watch the pilot of Only Friends Dream On, not the trailer, the pilot would say that Arnold would talk to Tua when they were in the dressing room, and they would say, okay, what's up with Dean and Jack? And Tua would tell them, oh, they're ex, you're not in a relationship together. And then Arnold would say, oh, so that means I have a chance then. If this is where they're taking it, I'm totally pissed, because that's not where they should have taken it. They should have done it earlier so we can know what the hell that we're doing. Like, this don't make no sense. You know what? I think Arnold needs to go back to the manufacturer too. Because, okay, hear me out. So Arnold and Tua are talking, and Arnold is like, dude, did you see how Jack just grabbed Dean and kissed him and way of passionate and everything? And then Tua is like, yeah, that's how friends will do. They're just like that. So Arnold's like, I knew it. And then Tua is like, what you mean you know it? What do you know? And then Arnold's like, because friends could never be lovers. It will never work out. I'm like, dude, you literally have sex with your friends, with your friend. And to say this right now, knowing that he told you that he liked you. I know I'm stressing over the fact that they have sex, but look, you literally have sex with the person. You know how this means to Tua. You know how passionate things are when it comes to these things to Tua. You literally sat down and let this word tell you that Boston was his first, and he thought they had something serious, and you literally let this man persuade you the way he grabbed your and the way he grabbed your lollipop, ding-a-ling, whatever you gonna call it, the way he grabbed you and you got persuaded by that. And you know deep down how serious this would affect Tua, and you still do it. Like, sir. And now you have the audacity to talk about, oh, you can never be lovers because we're friends and that will never work out. Like, Tua, you just move on, sir. It don't work. Now hear me out. Arnold, I get what Arnold is saying. I get it. He's saying to Tua that he doesn't like that you have a best friend, and when you in a relationship, and one day when you do break up with that person, both the relationship and the friendship is over. And I get it. I get that. I get why Arnold doesn't want to start a relationship with a friend. I see that, because trust me, it is real. It is a reality that nobody wants to face. But the fact that you said that out to Tua, let him realize what you're just saying, it's hard itself, knowing that he literally confessed to his friends. And now you put that in reality, saying that if we ever be in a relationship and we do break up, both friendship and relationship ends. And to me, I've never seen anyone, well, it's possible that I've never seen anyone break up with their significant other and still be friends. I've never seen it. This boy in the confession, oh, I said something that let Tua think something different. No shit. You can tell Arnold is the type of person that talk first and think later. Talk first and think later. Like, dude, how are you saying all these things in front of the person that you know confessed to you, and now that you realize what you just said, you're trying to twist it up? Like, sir, you done said what you said. You might not think that you don't mean what you mean. You meant what you said, but you didn't mean it to make the person that you... Sir, you need to go back to the manufacturer. Just bring you back. Some part of your brain need to be screwed on right. See, I need to learn how the directors, filmmakers, everybody do it. I need to one day make a movie of myself or a drama or something, because I love this atmosphere. It's warm, it's cozy, it's giving everything that I need. Anyways, I like how Rome's taking little gigs, like small gigs, small, medium, big. I love it, because that way if he goes to other parties and people like him, they can tell their friends, and their friends can tell their friends, and maybe one day celebrities might want him, and maybe his dream of being a big DJ will come true. And I like this for him. Oh, I see Rome out here trying to mingle right now. Rome is like, you know what, forget that man is a problem in itself. Now see, I love how Rome sees a girl, sees the potential of this girl, see what he can do with this girl. But the thing is, you have a problem. That problem is Rafi. You can't try to move on, especially the fact that the amount of time they've been doing so many night stands, that Rafi is determined that you is forever side man, while he's trying to persuade someone else that never wants him. But hey, you'll figure out the problem what you have later. But still, go for it, Rome. You is single. You can mingle. Go for it, Rome. See, this is what I like about Rome, and this is where Tua and Jack, this is who they need to learn from. Because somehow why Rafi saw that Rome is talking to a girl, walked up to them and is like, I need to talk to you about something urgent. He does go, and all he said was, I need you to come with me after work. And homeboy is like, don't get it twisted. We're not in a relationship. We're not together, so you don't get to drag me wherever you want. Now hear me out. Even if you're in a relationship, you can't drag me regardless. So this is what Tua and Jack needs to do. They need to stand their ground, because at least for Rome saw where he stands and see that, hey, you know what? Forget that. I'm not going to be that person and try to like somebody and that person doesn't like me. I'm going to try to move on because I'm technically single. Let them try to come after me this time. This is what Tua needs to do. This is what Tua, not Jack, all right. This is what Tua needs to do. At least learn some lessons from this boy. Rome got it. Damn, like that, wow. So Rome looked at Rafi and said, you know what? Do whatever it is you want to do. If you want to go with Boston, go with Boston. If you want to go with Jack, do whatever the frig you want to do. Go and sleep whatever you want to do. But for me, I'm going to go back to my fun life. Do you understand what Rome was trying to say to Rafi? Rome was willing to give up his playboy ways and fun ways for Rafi. Now, bear in mind, even though they do meet a lot, not a lot, but meet sometime and, smacks a lot, Rome didn't care if he was being used by Rafi, as long as Rafi really goes to him and but seeing how Rafi is at this point and seeing that he can't change Rafi and they can't be in a relationship, homeboy said, just forget it. At this point, do whatever it is you want to do and let me do me. He was willing to get rid of all those ways and try to settle down for the person that he thought he was going to have a relationship with. But I guess none of that was true. Everybody, Rome and Rafi is kind of like the same as Tua and Arnold. But the difference is Rafi doesn't want Rome. But with Tua and Arnold are just friends. We both saw that they like each other, but we saw that Arnold doesn't want to jeopardize the friendship. Other from that, I'm not wronging for Rome. Rome, go back to the way you are. At least try to be humble. I don't know what to say to you, but Rafi, boy, you need to, I don't know what to say about that one. You're in love with people that don't like your ass. Get some, I don't know. I don't know what to say about you, sir. But this one, you know what, moving on. Are you kidding me? So they're here, ready to rehearse, but there's one problem. There are two men, Romeo, and Romeo is nowhere to be found. Dean and Arnold are nowhere to be found. I'm assuming they're busy doing their content for their TikTok to get more followers. And I think that's what's gonna actually take over their old time, except the fact that if they do that, then they won't have time to do what they're supposed to be doing, which is actually getting ready for the play. At this point, I don't know what to say, but they are getting sponsor deals, which is cool for them, so they can bring that sponsor to the play. They might get money with that. With how they're working, they don't need these actual people. I'm just saying, with how they work, they'll be celebrities in no time. Jack, I don't understand you at all, because Timmy is telling you, let somebody stand in until Dean and Arnold comes, right? But you're like, oh, the standing won't be the same as actual actors. I'm like, sir, in my calculation, ain't Rafi the one supposed to be the standing? Now, hear me out. With standing, it only works if one of the actor doesn't show up. And in this case, Rafi is the standing for Dean. And since Dean and Arnold are both not there, I don't think it will work. But you can actually act with Rafi. I mean, with that thing going on with the two of them, I'm sure Dean will get jealous and mostly focus on you. I'm just saying, though. At this point, forget about the Romeo play. Now, hear me out. I remember clearly that Jack said that Dean had something to do with him not fully completing his play. I'm not sure if it was Romeo and Romeo. But if that's the case, I want to know why. I already know why they're not gonna fully complete this one, because their focus are Dean, not Jack, not Arnold. Dean is most focused on getting his full followers, trying to make his point, to the point that he is forgetting what he's doing. And now it got to his head, and now he's going to do promotion, and he's doing sponsor deals, and he's getting money. He can use that money, honestly, and doing all these things is cool and all, but at what point, where do we stop? You asked your friend for permission to act around and act like a couple to the guy that your friend likes. But he didn't. I don't think it's supposed to be this far. Like, you got the permission, but at what point do we stop and realize we're doing too much? Arnold's not going to say no, because Arnold is like, all right, cool, I'm with it. He's not the type of person to say no. He's too friendly. Sir, where do we stop? Where do we stop? Oh shit, I'm telling you, Jack could be the end of Dean's dream career. Because tell me why Jack came and saw that Dean and Arnold are getting ready to do another shoot for another sponsor deal, but at the same time heard that they're actually getting like a contract or a deal to do a series together. Meanwhile, Dean and Arnold supposed to be focusing on just a mini play of Romeo and Romeo. So Jack is like, dude, I understand you want to do filming for content. That's cool and all, but they're working for me. I'm like, Jack, I get what you're doing. I really do. But at the same time, you're ruining it. Ruining it. Stop it. Stop. At what point do we stop here? The problem isn't the fact that Dean and Arnold is doing content or the sponsor. I think the problem is the sponsorship promotion, whatever, is clashing with the rehearsal of the play that Dean and Arnold supposed to do, which is Romeo and Romeo. And knowing that they haven't really rehearsed much and the play is literally around the corner, that's the problem. And the fact that the sponsor deals are coming so unexpectedly, that's the problem. So they need to work on when the sponsor deals should come, because again, I understand without the sponsors they won't get no play, but at the same time, regardless, the play is gonna malfunction without either one. So they need to talk to the people that are doing sponsor. They need to talk to Dean. They need to talk to Arnold. They need to know when to do this, because I feel like if this going to happen, Romeo and Romeo won't happen. They'll probably put it on pause because they need a sponsor at the same time. But damn, they need to talk about these things. These things just can't happen overnight like this. Hold up, we're at Pinky's bar, and Pete and Rafi and some other friends are celebrating Pete's birthday. I'm getting suspicious of Pete now. Pete, are you secretly rich or something? Why are they saying that this is your birthday and you're suddenly spending and you don't normally spend? You always split the bills. Where are you getting the money from? Please tell me it's not the money from the play that you're literally stealing from. Because if it is, Pete, you better be secretly rich. I'm asking you right now, Pete, where you getting the money from? This is it, people. This is what I've been waiting for. So we're at the bar and Pete sees somebody that he wants right now. But the thing is, Pete, baby, you barking the wrong tree, honey. Your friend Rafi, he's been licking and all that stuff all over this person. You can't get him. You cannot get him, but you're going to try, because remember, Rome is technically single, but the fact that Rome is gonna mingle with the person that he done things with, I'm just saying, hear me out here, Pete, wrong person. I'm just saying, ooh, child. Why am I stupidly late? I just remembered. Everyone knows Rafi and Pete are in the Romeo and Romeo play crew, and they're like, oh, Rafi, we know you talk to Rome. Are you close with Rome? They know that they're like, whatever, they're in the same play and everything, and they do go close together or whatever, but they don't know between the sheets. Hear me out, and I might be the only one saying this, but I am not mad with this combo. Fluke and Ur, a little bit, yeah. But anyways, so remember, it is Pete's birthday, and Pete just went up to Rome with his shy self, asking him to be his present for his birthday. I'm not sure if that's exactly what he said, but I know one thing. Rome looks over at their table and he saw Rafi, and he know instantly he got an idea to tick Rafi off, and I'm here for it. I am here for it because old boy deserves what's coming for him. Hear me out, and I might be savage for this one. You know what would be cool if they did, if they pull a love in the hair move, like the time when Rain was with his friends and he was talking, and then Payu came. Was it Payu? Was Boss Payu's character? Is Payu's boss character? Anyways, boss character walked in and he sat there, and everyone's like, "Why are you here?" And the boss character said, I'm here to pick up my partner, which is his boyfriend." And everyone's like, "You're in a relationship?" And then Rain got up, which is Noel's character, and then boss character got up and he's like I said, "I'm here to pick up my boyfriend. My boyfriend's right here." And it would be so cool if Rome's like, "Oh, you didn't know that me and Rafi are together?" That would be so cool, but in this case it won't happen. But it would be cool though. It would be cool. The tension is real out here, people. The tension is real. Here's how the conversation started. So they sat down, and Pete is like, it's a shame that we don't see each other often. We only see each other in the play because I'm an accountant, because Rome said he only hangs out with people in music because he's in music, right? And then they looked at Rafi, is like, "But Rafi sees you often." Rafi is like, "No, I don't really see him that often. We don't go out. We don't talk that much." And Rome is like, "Yeah, we do see each other." And he got tense because everyone's like, "Really?" And Rome is like, "Yeah, we see each other in the old play rehearsal thing and outside." And then Rafi's like, "Yeah, well, I didn't notice that, bitch. You do. You know this man from clothing and without clothing." But that's the point. But anyways, Rome is like, "Really? If that's what you think, okay." I'm like, boys and girls, if you do not read that room and realize how close they are, then bitch, you is dumb and you need to go to the manufacturer too. So this is where things get interesting. So Rome got up and said, "Excuse me, I'm going for something in the car." And then everyone except for Rafi boosted Pete to get up because this is his chance to be with Rome, right? So yeah, he got up and said, "Rome, I can come with you." And Rome is like, "Sure, come along." Hear me out. I've never prayed so much about a character until today. Just let me see a kiss with Rafi. I mean, not Rafi, with Fluke and Ooh. Please, I see it. Let me get a little bit of choop, like a little bit of kiss. Hear me out here. It would be good. Hear me out. I see it. Give me a kiss. At least something. It doesn't got to go further. Just a kiss with Pete and Rome, and I am good. Remember, I tells you, key details are everywhere, but the details that you're seeing is moving too fast thanks to the editors, and they're moving those messages fast. You have to know when to stop it. If you see a little word, something, and they move fast, go back and look at it so you can catch the details. It's everywhere. It's on shirts. It's on billboards. It's on everywhere. You just have to know. This one is called All You Need Is Love. You notice the love is crossed out. What exactly do we need then? What do we need? So Arnold came with food and says sorry that he neglected his friendship with him because he's so busy with class, busy with rehearsal, busy with Dean doing sponsored contents, and with Pinky on a part-time job. He doesn't have time to spend time with Tua, and he hates that. And Tua is like, "Yeah, it's okay. You can do all those stuff and just like ignore me because it doesn't make any sense. I'm just one little free time. You can just relax and rest. You don't have to come visit him." And Arnold's like, "No, I have to. No, I want to. Because you make me happy. All those sweet talks. And you're telling me you don't realize you're making this boy fall for you." But that's beside the point. I heard all that. But I'm distracted with the fact that this makeup artist doing going away. Like, dude, if I'm correct, or maybe my eyes are deceiving me, but you having 2 earrings, but when you were doing the clay and all that, you had multiple earrings, loop earrings. So can you please focus on the accessories, please? Because one minute this guy has a lot of earrings on his ear, and the next minute it's just 2. Make up your mind with the accessories. Who gonna tell Pete? I will tell Pete. Pete, my lips are not filtered. So let me tell you something. Wrong person. Wrong somebody, please. Not this one. I want to see a kiss from you and Rome. And I love how you say you like the boy, but the boy don't like you. I'm so sorry. He's a player, but right now Rafi's not around, so he might give you the real him and turn you down real soft but rude and gentle at the same time. He will purposely by accident tell you, get out my car. But hey, I don't think he's gonna do that. But if he does, Pete, not this one. I'm so sorry. Not this one. You can't handle this one. Rafi can, but you can't handle him. Okay, Pete, calm down. Calm down. I get what you're trying to do, but Pete, you might think you want this, but you don't want this. Not with Rome. Hear me out. You're giving off as if you do this with Rome is your first, and I really don't want Rome to be your first. So calm down. This is not what you want. We don't rush it. It will happen. Just don't rush it with the wrong person, because trust me, Tua did it and he got disappointed and still got disappointed the second time. Do not do this, Pete. Not this one. I'm just saying, I wish you will get what you want. He done tell you he wish you get everything in luck in whatever, and luck in love. Okay, seems like everyone has free time now, because here comes Dean coming into Jack's place, and I'm trying to figure out if Jack changed his password or gave the password to Dean, gave the new password to Dean, but either way, he gained access to Jack's place. So we got in, and he's like, oh, I bought you some nice matcha, whatever. Clearly, Dean sees that Jack is upset. And Jack, I understand you. I feel like Dean is using Jack's feelings. He's not even understanding where it's coming from. It's like you're not even trying to, it's like you don't really care about him or his feelings. Because tell me why you do all these promotions and all that stuff. And I feel like I want to know, because I remember in episode 1 or 2 that he said that Dean did something the first time with the play and he never showed up. Maybe this is it. But like, you know how this place means so much to Jack, and you still haven't taken this boy seriously to try and at least. You just got caught up with the whole followers and the whole promotion and getting your dreams on track. You didn't even try to look at what Jack is going through, Dean. Okay, so we're back with Arnold and Tua, and Arnold was helping Tua with his sewing the costume to make his life more faster and easier. But then Arnold accidentally pricked his finger with the needle, because we're using hands, we're not using machines. Now, maybe I'm a rebel or a soldier, a tough woman, because when I prick myself with a needle, and I've done that multiple times, I don't get Band-Aid. I just wash it with water, notice if it's not bleeding anymore, don't squeeze it, and that's it. But this is a show, so we're gonna show like we care and get a Band-Aid for a little cut that we don't need, but whatever. Tua, can you really say that? Can you really say that again when you see that Arnold's moved on with someone else? Like, can you really look at yourself and say being with Arnold like this, bonding and all that stuff makes you happy, when one day if he moves on, or you know that he doesn't like you in the way that you like him, like knowing this, will you still be happy? No, that's the answer. No, but I know what you're trying to do. But good luck, because your heart's not going to take that much pressure of whatever you're trying to trick it to be. Okay, so the cast of Romeo and Romeo are being interviewed at a radio station, but I feel like we're missing somebody. Oh yeah, where the hell is Pete? And you're probably wondering, Samantha, these are just the people that are involved in Romeo and Romeo. Yes, I get it. Arnold is Romeo. Dean is Romeo. Jack is the director, right? And Timmy is the other director or whatever. And Rafi is the standby. Okay. But we pretty much know that Rome and Tua are basically like not in the play. Tua is the costume designer and Rome is the music, whatever. I'm just saying though, wouldn't Pete would be a part of it too, because he's the financial whatever. Well, that's not all the people. Of course, I knew it. Now, even though the cast members are there to get questions, let them talk about the Romeo and Romeo play, but technically they're mostly focusing, the interviewer is mostly focused on the shipper, the TikTok shipper, Dean and Arnold. So they're gonna ask them about the question. And to be honest, I think it's because of Dean and Arnold why they're even getting this interview in the first place. Because without them, I don't think they would have gotten this radio interview at any time or even get more sponsors. So yeah. Dude, if it's not one problem, it's another one. Because not only are the radio interviewer, mostly focused on Dean and Arnold, and we already see Jack is a little bit jealous, but you have Rafi in the back getting group texts from his friends because Pete is like, let's go to the Pinky bar thingy, Pink Pony, to grab a drink, and let's go watch Rome DJ. Because now the conversation is about DJ Rome, and now everyone is teasing Pete. Is like, oh, are you here to drink or Rome? Not knowing Rafi here is getting jealous. I mean, I'm not sure how he's going to handle this, but I want to know, what did Rome and like Pete did? Did they get the kiss? Did they did anything in the car? Did Rome stop? I don't know, but Rome is right there, so Rafi can ask him. Everything was going great, but I guess there's just so much that Jack can handle because they're live streaming in the radio station. I don't even know why they didn't catch a little glimpse of Rafi and Rome and how Rome was so concerned of Rafi and asking him if he's okay, but that's besides the point. So everyone is asking for the internet couple, Dean and Arnold, to make a heart. And they did that, but then Jack starts like, excuse me, like, sir, come on, let this moment happen, please. Just let it happen. Let this shit happen. I get it, but let it happen. I get why we're here. We're supposed to talk about the play or whatever, but please, don't ruin it for everybody. Just let it happen. Oh, shit. This not good. So, because Jack said, excuse me, can we just talk about the play, which referring to the fact that they're most talking about Dean and Arnold, which he doesn't want. So then Timmy in the background is like, oh, okay, just not to make the tension too much. And he's like, oh, everyone should come at the play and buy your ticket because everybody is working so hard and rehearsing without pay. And then the interviewer's like, wait, you've been doing all this for free? Now, bear in mind, it sounds okay and shocking, but we have to realize for Arnold, because Tua told Arnold that he'll get paid for the job that he's doing, like the play. Now that Arnold found out that Tua lied to him and basically clocking that the money that he's been getting is from Tua. So this shit is beyond crazy. They brought it back, people. Whitney Houston song reference, where do broken hearts go? So here's the conversation. So Arnold and Tua is talking. Arnold is like, why is everybody not getting paid but I am? See, I can answer that question for you. So the thing is, when Tua mentioned this play, you said you would think about it. If Tua never mentioned about you getting paid, would you have done it? I know you wouldn't. And that's how Boston got you to even do the freaking thing too. If anybody mentioned money to Arnold, he would have done it with an heartbeat. But if he didn't mention any money, I'm trying to figure out, would he even think of doing the play? I don't think so. So it was the only way Tua can actually make you be closer to him, but at the same time do something that can actually, if he'd never mentioned the money, because he knows you need money, or he knows you would do it for money. So, of course, he mentioned money. I'm sorry, but that's the only way people could get you to do something, Arnold. Hold up, just Mr. Sexy Man. Where was this anger look in my golden blood? Damn, you perfect this anger look, and you look sexy. The way he grit his teeth, you can see in the jawline. You can see he gritted his teeth. You see it. Right at the jaw, you can see the bone, the jawline will just clench. Oh, Tua, because this sentence made me realize what I've been thinking about Arnold myself, and even I have thought the same. So, you're talking about nobody judge him. That's great and all. I don't think Arnold cares if people judge him, because at the end of the day, he's doing the things that he wants. But his best friend of 4 years, almost 5, did all this for him. It is definitely going to put a toll on him because he trusted you. You know him too well. And the fact that you use those things against him, he is going to take that as a big disrespect. He doesn't care about anybody else, but if you do it, he cares about what you do. You hurt him the most. With this, yeah, you hurt him. I'm sorry, Arnold. I'm sorry for everything that I said, but Tua, you hurt him. I ain't gonna lie to you. You know, I wish like the interviewer or somebody sneakily took a video or a picture of them and they were like, oh, these are the couples, not Dean and Arnold. These are the secret couples. They should do this and trend this and like, Arnold and Dean are not in a real relationship. It's just for the show. Arnold and Tua are the secret relationship. This is what I want to be go global. And they have their little couple fight. That will be so cool. But on the real note, we're talking seriousness. Arnold is upset that Tua looked at him in a way that he's desperate for money and all that, but he doesn't. And the fact that, I don't know how to say this, but yeah. Hear me out, Arnold. Hear me out. You may not be money hungry, but you made people think that you're money hungry. Even I thought you were money hungry because when Tua asked you to be in the play, you said you'll think about it. And then Tua told you you're going to get this amount of money if you do it. And then next thing you know, you said you'll do it. When Boston texted you to help him with a project thing, you said you'll think about it until Boston said he's going to pay you. And immediately you agreed. So I thought you were money hungry at this point, and yet you're working part-time, whatever, but I thought you were money hungry. Hold up, what kind of hormones is Rome on? Because I'm pretty sure I was there when you were there, and we all heard that Rome said that he's gonna be himself, have fun, and do whatever he wants, and he doesn't want Rafi around him, right? He was upset the entire couple episode, right? Couple clips, right? Why are we happy now? Like, why are we, I'm confused. Like, how are we, oh, are you okay, Rafi? I saw that you look irritated. You going somewhere? Where you going? I'll give you a drop. Bitch, we are supposed to stay upset with Rafi. How you giving in fast? What the hell's happening here? Well, that's interesting. I don't normally hear this in dramas where they talk about dash cams in car. I don't know why they didn't talk about it in season 1. Oh, right. Because the car that Boston and Top was in was so vintage, maybe they don't need dash cams. But anyways, so Rafi's like, I don't want to go in Rome's car because Rome was with someone in that car and I don't want to take somebody's place. I'm like, dude, you were willing to go for Jack. But anyways, Rome said, okay, if you don't believe me, because I told you I didn't do anything with Pete. And he's like, okay, then you can listen to the dash cam. I'm like, damn, I want to hear what's happening. I'm like, sir, I thought you would know your best friend Pete on how innocent he is. But then again, sometimes it's always an innocent person. So I want to hear what the dash cam says. Now, even though I said I really wanted to listen to the dash cam and we get to see exactly what happened, I kind of feel it for Pete because even though Rome wanted to show the truth of, hey, we didn't do anything in the car to Rafi, in my opinion, I felt like if Rafi never really believed him, that would be it. But the fact that you're dishing out all the embarrassment things to that car, that what Pete went through to the best friend, I don't know. I just hope that Rafi doesn't use that on Pete. I just feel like the entire thing was too messy. Ooh, so the interview is over and Jack and Dean are, well, I don't know where they are, and they're talking and Dean is like, why are you got to ruin the whole entire thing? We're still doing the ship and whatever. And Jack is like, I want people to focus on the play. And then Dean is like, okay, so what? Do you want me to tell the truth? Do you want to tell people that the ship that they're shipping is a fake ship, is just for shipping? And should I tell them that my real man is the director and he's way more spicier than the play and the actor himself? I'm like, damn, Dean, hear me out. I don't blame you. But to be exact, I ain't wronging you to say something, but I'm like, Jack, don't act like you don't want it. You want it. You want people to know, but at the same time, you don't want them to know. Let me tell you something. It ain't a bad idea, but it ain't a good idea. It's up to you if you want to reveal to the world or whatever. But hey, let it be. Let it be. Because if we don't make things straight, even though nobody's straight in this damn drama, we need to let people know, because Jack is going to be jealous for the entire life. Because if we don't know, we don't know. If we do know, we do know. Moving on, please. Okay, so we're getting to talking, and this is how we all know that Dean is doing a good job at acting, because Jack asked Dean if he ever actually fall in love with his co-star, and Dean's like, no, he knows when to put reality separate from work. And Dean is like, why did you ask? Do you believe by acting you think that me and Arnold are in a relationship? And Jack's like, sometimes it feels like the way you're acting so good that he believe that the relationship is real. And Dean is like, well, this is good then, because I'm doing a good job for you to really believe that. But then he reassures Jack that none of this is happening. It's not real. So is this confirmed that Tua is related to Kunti? Because all you have your own ChatGPT and asking ChatGPT what to do. Yeah, you're definitely related to Kunti. Oh, shoot, it got serious. Oh, my God. No, Arnold returned the 20,000 back to Tua. Yep, you have 230,000. Ooh, I want that amount of money. I don't even care. I want that amount of money in my bank account. Sand and Ray is back. Okay, let me calm down, because, all right. So, what's his name? I can't wait, hold on, okay. So, what's his name? I'm so excited, hold up. So, Raffi took Rome took Raffi to a hidden surprise place where they're gonna have party, which only these things come with invites. We have to wait till like 36 hours before the concert to get invite, and it's like a secret place, so nobody really knows unless you get invitation, right? So when Rome took Raffi there, Raffi's like, how do you know about this place? And he says like one of his friends knows about it and they were having a gig, so he got invitation. And the fact that they said that Raffi knows these people, and when we got up, we saw Ray and we saw Sand. Okay. I'm glad they're back into this. Yes. Now, if they could put Top and Mew, then we can say something. Shit, I forgot that in season 1, Sand was on a verge building his own wine or beer or some type of liquor thing. Oh, he finally achieved it looked like. Oh, I forgot about that. There's so many details I forgot about in season 1. But yeah, I'm glad for that. I'm glad for you, Sand, building your own band and traveling, and you finally got the chance to put out your liquor. Oh, hell yeah. Now it's getting interesting. So, they talked about the liquor, and they found, and the way how Ray always show off his man, Sand, that's cute and all. But then Sand is like, so what about you, Mr. Rome? Who is this person? Can you introduce this person? Not knowing, this person ain't like a relationship. Hey, let me tell you something. Rome is trying in this relationship group here because he's trying to make this boy his. But yeah, he's not that type of. I wonder if they'll figure out that Raffi is the son of the wealthy and famous actress, or will they not? I don't know. You know what the crazy part about this is that when they met Sand and Ray, Sand said like, are you guys in a relationship? And Rome is like, no, we're just friends, right? And Sand and Ray is like, okay, that's how it all started, right? Like eventually something might happen, and they're like, no, we're just friends. So when Sand went on stage, he had the group come in to make the music, right? And they're like, oh yeah, with music it brings concerts or whatever, but it also connects people, and that's how it connects him and his boyfriend, right? So some people might fall in love eventually, right? So them being here, I think this is just for the moment, but I know that Raffi kind of has feelings, or slowly started to have feelings for Rome. But then you see Sand in the background indicating to Ray to look at them. These are the same people that said they're just friends, but clearly something is happening with the two of them. It's so funny. Just like McDonald's, I'm loving it here. I love how they realize, because we saw it too, and everybody's like, tell me what you don't know, but I will tell you what I know.